image transfer to wood. So we've got this wine caddy that I've made. Now it's pretty simple, just about a 12mm pine. Now I've already given it its coat and print. The glasses go on here and this goes a little bit like so. So the video today I'll be showing you the pre-cut, turning that into that using the laser ink transfer method. Now I don't actually have a tripod and I'm using my phone, so I'm just going to use this makeshift clamp tripod. So if it gets a bit shaky, I apologise. So it's pretty windy here today too, so wind's coming through, so I apologise for the noise too. So we got the piece. Now what I've done is I've printed the design using the LaserJet printer. Now it's got toner. So with the toner, we want to print the image. Now if there was text in here, you would print in reverse. In this particular case, it doesn't really matter. So what I do, a lot of people use various materials for transferring, a lot of thinners, but I have found that this particular one, the Diggers Xylene, works the best. Now what you're going to need is some of this stuff, and in my case I prefer paper towels. Now you can use a credit card or other hard plastic card. Coming from the sign industry, I have a couple of these sign squidgies. The harder the better, I found. It works great. So let's get it on. So what I do, I take the design, I lay it over the wood the way I want it. Now these ones don't really matter too much. It's I want each one to be different. So open the thinners. Now this is pretty potent to breathe in. I've got a fan in here and I've got a bit of airway flow, but I recommend using a mask and do it in an open area. So just a little bit. I hold the image down and I just sort of dab it. Yeah, I might bring that up a little. So just lightly dab it just to see where everything is. Now I do half and then I let it dry a little and just lightly give it a bit of a rub, like so. If it's too wet and you push too hard, you're going to end up with it smearing and bleeding into the wood too much. So just lightly. The more it dries, the easier it is to put more pressure and not have it bleed and spread. So I get to that stage and I just pull it back, have a little look. See, I need a little bit more rubbing here. Put a bit more pressure. And just sometimes when you're first starting out, it's probably best to tape it down. But when you've been doing it for a while, you sort of get a feel for it, and you can sort of go by hand. Just hold it still, and in this particular case I'm feeling confident, so I'll probably stuff it. Alright, so we got half like that. Sometimes I just like to give it a little bit extra. And give it another wipe down the top half. You can see it's like grease on paper. You got a bit of a smudge there. And there. Sometimes the smudges aren't too bad, it actually still looks pretty good. Adds character. So I say anyway. Yep, stuffed it there. Don't put too much on. Alright, so we'll just move that down. Have a look at the top. It's not too bad. I guess it also goes, it depends on what finish you're sort of going for. If you want to go for like an old vintage kind of feel on your design, sometimes the smudges look okay. Now, it was a bit hasty to start with, as you can see here. I've got a little bit of extra smudge there, so what I would do here to fix it is I'd probably take some of this and maybe, let's see, I'll use something like this just to cover up my flaws. Sort of fix it slightly. Now I've got a few other little pieces here that I want to add to it, just for these extra spaces up here. So I've got another little butterfly. And we'll just chop that down. It just fills the blank spaces. And probably, sometimes, depending on how thick the image is, you can actually reuse. So we'll demo that here. Just give it another light dab. Let's see if this works this time. It's a bit of hit and miss. Nah, didn't work that time. Not to worry. I have another one. So, yeah. Okay. Alright, now the thing is to line her up. Give it another go. There we go. And just final touches, I think I'll just whack another little one here. Got too many butterflies printed. Voila. Excuse me. So, now, what I would generally do is just let that dry a little. It's pretty much straight away dries, but safe to sorry. Then give it a couple of coats of poly or clear coat, whatever you're using to do your finishing. If you want to do a stain over top, it can work as well. And this finished one here, I've just given it a couple of coats of Carbethane Clear. For the Australians, you can pick it up at Bunnings. It's about 12 bucks. Good stuff. Again, do it in an open area. Comes out nice and smooth. Then give it a light sand with a high grit paper or even some steel wool just to smooth it out. But it makes a great, cheap, quick, easy project for you know, the girls that like a glass of wine, or just, you know, for those weekend drinks with friends. You know, nice and easy. Anyway, that's it for that. Another one I have done with stain is for those Game of Thrones fans, Tyrion Lannister. I drink and I know things. This was an experiment. Thought I'd give it a whirl. As you can see, it hasn't been stained at the back, but this was used the Monocell Bondel Cedar Stain Varnish, again from Bunnings. Yeah, don't really have many options here, but anyway, yeah, so the ideas, the possibilities, unlimited. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. There will be more to come in future. More in-depth designs, CNC, and a whole range of other stuff. So thanks guys and girls, and have a great day. Cheers.